So today is Thursday, February 16th, 2023. I am at the Cotton Club Museum and Cultural Center. It is a celebration of the legacy of Mr. McKnight and wider recognition of the Springhill neighborhood. And so today I'm here with the pleasure of interviewing Ms. And you would like to introduce yourself.
I am Judy Acosta.
Okay, nice to meet you, Ms. Acosta. And we're chatting just before the camera started rolling that you've been in this neighborhood for quite some time.
Yes, about 60 years.
All right, so how did you first begin to be associated with this neighborhood? When did you start moving here? What was it like the first years?
Oh, the first years it was just beautiful because it wasn't any houses basically around. Because where I am now, it was nothing but we were just sitting down in a wooded area, which was beautiful. And then the neighborhood, well, it was neighbors already, but just down where I live. Mm-hmm. And but the neighborhood was very nice. It had real good neighbors. Mm-hmm. And Vivian Fowler's mother was she was the sweetest lady. She was my neighbor. Mm-hmm. And it was, the Greens lived there, and Mrs. Gordon, and then of course the church was there, and it was nice. Mm-hmm.
What was the name of that church?
Mount Olive.
Mount Olive? Mm-hmm. It's still here today?
Yes, it's right up over in the back of it really now.
Right. And so you spoken was much different looking, a lot more nature, it sounds like, and then did more development come in? Were there more folks to start coming in the neighborhood to start catching word of it?
Oh yes. It was very quiet, and because it's very active now. And but sometimes I think it's for the better, for the worse. But I guess we just have to move on with time and accept whatever it is. Mm-hmm.
And I wonder, when you moved here, do you remember any specific businesses that were around? What did folks do?
There was a little store on the corner of 8th Street and 7th Avenue. That was the only businesses around. And the rest of them were just homeowners.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And what's been like to see that transition even in the later years when it started to get more like because gentleman before Mr. Otis, he mentioned quite a few businesses around. What was it like even perhaps, I don't know, let's say 20 years after you moved here or something like that? Do you remember?
Well, after then, it was not a whole lot of businesses. It was still just basically the neighborhood and the stores. We just had that one store on the corner that people would go to. Mm-hmm. And but other than that, I mean, it stayed basically the same until the neighborhood, the people that's been here had started dying out, and that's when we got a change, And we had a crime watch meeting, which was just beautiful. And we met once a month, and the policeman was there, and we know what was going on in the neighborhood. And we had a good neighborhood, real good.
What are some things that you would like to remember about it? You mentioned some folks already. Were there perhaps any of your friends that, y'all had specific places to go hang out at, or?
Well, I lived right across the street from the church, but I was a member of Mount Carmel Baptist Church out on Northeast 25th Terrace, okay. And in which I'm still a member there. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it was really nice, and it's just now you have to be a little more protective. And kind of watch your surroundings.
What would you say has been the role of the churches in the area? What does that mean to y'all to be so close to them and.
Well, that was really good to have a church kind of sit down in the middle of, right around here. Of course, there's churches on the corner, and we're kind of surrounded by churches.
Wow. And so if you had to share, if somebody's never been here before, what is one thing about Springhill that you would like to tell them? Or at least one. You can name multiple. You can name as many as you want.
Well, it's, I guess if someone moved in here now, they wouldn't see it as I did because I've been here so long. But it's a nice neighborhood. And I always like the new neighbors. I have some new neighbors in the back of me, which are very nice. And so it's nice. I'm ready and willing to go along with growth.
Right. Is there, out of the past, because as you said, we are kind of forced to accept time and the changes with it.
Yes.
But out of the things that were here, naturally, the place that we're in today is so historical. People have said it's been a few different businesses, and now it's museum and cultural center. What is some of the legacy of Springhill that you would like for people to know, especially in the future generations?
Well, and actually, this where we are now to me, is a beginning. It's really a beginning, and just take advantage of it and use it for what it's for, and keep it nice. And I think this is appreciated, because this is basically, we're right close to the park and all, but I think this is something that everybody can use. And I think it would be nice for the future generation.
Sure would be. Is there anything else that you'd like to add? Anything else you'd like to share? Any memories, Anything you like?
Well, actually, the thing that I enjoyed was when we had our Crime Watch meeting. I guess you think I'm going back to that.
No, it's all good.
But it was so nice, and we stayed in tune with all our policemen, and we had meetings, and which was very nice. And we looked after the neighborhood. If anything was wrong, we would check on it, and we would walk through the neighborhood. We had a certain time we walked through the whole, not just the neighborhood, we walked through northeast. We had a stopping point, but it was real nice. And seemed like everybody was kind of like on one accord. And I miss our meetings. But I guess every good thing must come to an end.
Sometimes. But thank you so much, Ms. Acosta.
Well, you're quite welcome.
Anything else you'd like to add?
I'd just like to add, I had one of the sweetest husbands in the world. His name was Harold Acosta, and he was a graduate of Bethune-Cookman. At that time, it was Bethune-Cookman College, which is now Bethune-Cookman University. But he was a graduate of there, and he was a physical education major.
Okay. Did he teach in the area? Right here in
Yes,
Gainesville?
he stayed here.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a beautiful legacy. But thank you so much.
Thank you.